Good morning, sunny and windy here in Nebraska, just what we are looking for. I will come over here into the old shop, try to block the wind, trying to get the internet going up on top of my leg so I can live stream. I'm going to drive the combine out. I think it should be ready. I will feel the beans, see if they're crunchy, take a sample, see what moisture they are, and we will just start going slowly but surely. But from this point on, it will only get better. Adam will pick me up in the Defender. Ethan will bring the red grain cart out, and then I'll bring another pickup or Defender. Shoot, it's noon. I did not have 12:30. I did not have lunch. Is that a problem? No, I'm sure we'll be just fine. Hopefully we have snacks in there and not snacks from last year. 8250 red combine, favorite machine. Soybeans with a draper head. Soybeans are not my favorite. Corn is my favorite. But harvest and driving tractors is really good and fun. Was the battery disconnected? No, I heard a beep. I think it'll fire. Is the iPad dead? We are well on our way, folks. Well, I just received a call from my grain buyer, elevator manager, and he wants to know what's the plan. And I said, I'm going to try to bring you a load. Ooh, they're right there. They are not, these top pods need to be crispy for sure, and I really like it when the bottom ones are crispy. Ooh, I don't know. We might need an hour. Back to the house. There's not much else to do other than eat lunch. It is going to be they might even be 16 and a half. They just need more time. These top ones I'll probably do around, because the moisture can really drop pretty fast. We can lose 3 points in an hour. Nope, they're just too soft. I'm going to shut the combine off. We'll come back in 1 hour, and then we will poke. Trust. Exactly 1 hour later, it is working good, and it is working better. Perfect timing on moisture, but I really wouldn't be sad if it was 14. We have the combine set on automatic, so we got to just make a couple passes here and let the machine work itself out and figure out what the correct setting is. Very happy with the sample. Not excited about the splits. That is because I'm running my rotor probably too high. But leave it alone. Let the automatic do its automation. No shatter loss, no head loss. So we are in good shape. We will check behind the combine after we get going just a little bit. Again, moisture's right on, and the moisture will only drop, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'll just be able to harvest faster the way these beans turn around. But very few green stems, no green leaves, so we will plug and play, hit it rocking and rolling. Can we get this side of the field done? Depends on the sunlight and the wind, and when that storm rolls in later this evening. They're lowering the chances, which is a good thing. I think it will rain, just not very much. It'll kill tomorrow, but hopefully Wednesday, Thursday, we'll be back again. Then we'll be working cattle, I believe, Thursday. So much to do, and so much time to do it in. All right, now we've got Ethan in the grain cart. Well, it's not his first time. Oh, baby, scoreboard. Love that. That's going to be incredible. We have 9,200 pounds on the grain cart here now. Ethan and I do have radios so we can communicate, and we are rolling. It is working, and it is only getting better. We're now down to 12.8 moisture. Okay, here's my stick with all the controls. Hit that button. Flapper Dapper goes down. That alarm was not me hitting the button. It was my full indicator. So perfect timing, Ethan, and looks like that scale is working. Probably hard for you to see with my frame rate I'm running on my camera. Ooh, we're getting clogged up over here. Fixed it. Sometimes I fix it, sometimes it fixes itself. You have to focus and run everything, including the camera. I don't have any good camera mounts. I do have this cell phone holder right here. Is amazing. That was a wonderful addition for Case IH. I think a lot of other companies realize that everybody has a cell phone. We are going nice and easy, 82% engine load right now. And the rotor is slowing down automatically, which is giving me a much better cut and a lot fewer splits. Welcome to poverty peas, also known as cover crop, which are soybeans. These are a legume. All right, things that are annoying, it's just still a little bit too wet, so any amount of mud and clog starts to drag a little bit, and then it'll just build this up, and every once in a while I need to get out and clean it because we don't want to run it through the machine. It just plugs everything up and makes things not be able to flow very well. But the beans are beautiful and amazing. I was cutting up and down this draw, and there's just high spots, badger holes, all sorts of obstacles that it's very difficult to navigate through with a 35-foot head. I try to raise it up a little bit. I'm missing some beans, but I cut through this draw. Then when you're going through it back and forth, it makes it a little bit easier. So you do the long-term grind to make the up and back good stuff better. But we'll pull all this soil out. Sounds good. I'll just unload a little bit in this red grain cart. Documenting so we can set the combine next year. Somebody needs to clean my windows. camera holder. Things are going well out here on the farm. Welcome back to the channel. Really appreciate you guys coming along. Got a couple cool products I can't wait to show off. We just go ahead and hit that button right there. We'll kill the auger, and then the flapper dapper will automatically go up, save whatever beans are left. Made a little snafu. Well, actually I was full, so I had to cut out of the field. Then I hit this button right here, and that folds the arm back right on top of Mauricio. He should clear. We will just scoot right out. We do not need to follow the rows because this is a sickle bar draper head, and you can make all sorts of designs in your field. What is this, day 2 of harvest? This is like, it's been a week or 10 days of harvesting, of not harvesting. 7 days from when I started, but here we are, day 2 of actually being in the combine and working. We'll finish up this land here and then go right up against the pivot. I've got a test plot. We'll get the pivot moving out of the way. I think that I've decided we will cut that test plot in half because it's in the way of my pivot. So we'll cut the north half off. That wasn't very good. Hold on a second. I've got to navigate through this draw. And we made it. I typically don't run my head on auto header height. I just run it manually. Also, I do not have auto steer on this combine. I just steer it manually. You can call me an old man. I am just that way. I might put auto steer on this. It's plumbed for it, so all I would need is an antenna and a monitor. I could steal it out of one of the John Deere tractors and run auto steer. I might do that at some point, but I've driven combines my whole life, and it feels good just to have my hand on the steering wheel. And then it feels like I can manipulate the head. I usually run it down to cut, and then I raise it up a little bit. I'm typically carrying my head. I don't drag it on the ground, especially with the moisture in the soil. It will drag and plug and ball up, so I'm typically carrying 90% of the head, and I'm just shaving right down to the ground. With this combine and this head, you are able to do that. We will run through at some point. I have all sorts of information I can look at. I've got 6 windows down here that I can run back and forth, seeing, as you can tell, rotor speed, concave openings, number 3, I think that's actually mapping my yield. And then also I'm mapping with this iPad. So I typically run it on here so I can see my entire machine. Bushels per hour, bushels per acre, instant moisture. And that is really lovely moisture. I'm glad it didn't fall any lower than that. And then all of my rotor, sieve, pre-sieve, shoe, those are all monitored and constantly adjusting automatically on that machine. We'll run through it, follow along all harvest videos, and I'll give you more detailed, in-depth view into my machine and what I'm doing and why I do it after I learn it and figure it out. Give me about a week in this machine, and then I'll have everything dialed and figure it out, remembered how to run this thing all over again. You can see the pivot tracks that we just float over. Some of them still have water in them. You can see where that plugged and dragged. Now we just stabbed a bunch of dirt. We will raise that up, and I'll have to run out and throw that out. We could run that through the machine, but I just rather not. And it's good to stretch your legs from time to time. Don't hit any power poles.
snagging to help you park stuff?
Yeah, we'll probably get most of it figured out. Okay, I've got an issue. Lights are flashing, so I got unloaded. That's done, empty. Get Ethan out of here. All right, you can head. I'm gonna stop just in case it dies. Ground, electrical issue, wire, something somewhere. Lights are flashing. Okay, well, it was a good day. Now, and rain's coming in about an hour. I'm not moving the pivot. I've still got a dab over there. We didn't quite get done, but it was still a good day. What would be the issue? Alternator? Wiring, flashing. Something just feels weird, especially with my transmission, but that's electrical as well. So if I'm not getting a good electrical signal, this thing could just die. Everything else seems to work, but when I'm running and shaking, there might be a bad wire, dead wire somewhere. Okay. End of day 2. Oh my. Like I said, good day, quit while you're ahead. We'll put this in shop and diagnose. I have to run through my mind, everything back behind me. What would be the issue? We might have to chase wires. Now the lights aren't flashing. Well, we'll at least make it home into the shop. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Any guesses on how much rain we're gonna get? Watch me. Grandpa didn't know we would have such big equipment in the future. Build your buildings big and then build them bigger. I've got the H is in the way. We didn't even fit it all the way in. We could snag some things. Maybe we will back this beast in. Let's back it. Let's back it in, Ethan. That way he's got to go sell a motorcycle. And also, this truck doesn't fit. Need a longer building. Yeah. Maybe this is a bad spot. There you go, straight in. A little more. It's good. Always got to get it close and tight. You can't. Because of the thing, it's too slow. Oh, are you pushing it?
I had to.
Got a little full there. Ah! I think it'll make it. But then we got this stack of hay here. Yeah, there's the four top buttons. And so if you don't have a long enough building, you just tarp your truck. Automatic tarp.
And then also, is there another way to turn off the international, like the pipe, like the electricals for the?
Oh no, roly-poly, poverty peas.
For the automatic slider, open up. Is there nothing to turn off? Or?
Yeah, you hold in both buttons, but you can just leave it on for now. You think it'll kill? No, your battery will be fine.
I mean, I have brand new batteries, so.
All right, say goodbye to my channel. This is ending the video.
Until tomorrow, this has been LEAAD Farms. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Until next time.
Like, share, subscribe. No, what about shifted reality, Adam?
You can also like and subscribe for Shifted Reality. That'd be nice. But
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Shifted reality. The boys are starting a channel. Here we go. Thanks for your help, Adam.
Of course.
It's tight. Inches. Millimeters. Half of inches. Oofta. Well, we got it in. Good enough. That looks good. Keep coming. You can see where there's a little notch in the wood where I think we've maybe hit it before. We had to raise that one light up. I know Dad did that. Adam can't see me. Okay. Yeah, keep coming. That looks good. We're going to get the whole thing in here. Make Dad proud. Just shove everything in here. The nice thing about this grain cart, it has this on it. You can keep backing up as we go into the H. What a beautiful tractor. We will call that good. Well, suitcase weights will have to sit outside. That works, Adam. We had centimeters to spare. It's a dirty job. Good night.